Taylor Center, and this is my PowerPoint presentation on depression and anxiety. Um, Depression and anxiety are illnesses you would consider silent killers because they don't kill from a drug or from an external force. Depression affects about 26 million people a year, and anxiety affects about 40 million people a year. And altogether, depression and anxiety affect over 260 million people worldwide. And only some of those people get help because of the stigma behind mental health and, being labeled crazy or being talked about because you go to therapy because you get any kind of emotional or psychological help. I'm going to inform the audience through my presentation about the science behind depression and anxiety, give some medical feedback, and recount personal experience with both disorders. So science behind depression and anxiety, the brain has chemicals that have to be at a certain level for the brain to work at an optimal level. Depression makes this difficult because it reduces the levels of cortisol and also serotonin, which affect your mood, emotions, and behavior. Doctors have been doing research and studies and experimentation behind mental health, and especially depression and anxiety, because they are so common and they go hand in hand. Medical observations that have been found during COVID, because pandemics cause a sense of fear, and there can be death and other types of trauma that happen. COVID was basically a breeding ground for depression and anxiety, especially for people who couldn't work or go to school, things like that. Doctors say that although a lot of people have mental health issues, they'd help for it because stigma on mental health that I mentioned earlier, people are very self-conscious, and in today's society, people still see mental health as a bad thing, or having mental health issues a bad thing, and it's not. I have suffered with depression and anxiety most of my life, and I've learned how to live with it and cope with my disorders and the other disorders I have in a positive, better way than I did. I had to learn that my brain set up different, and I process information different, and because of that, it can be discouraging when you try to do certain things. The purpose of my presentation today was to educate people about depression and anxiety, which will decrease stigma and increase awareness and the amount of people getting help that need it. These are the direct links to my references that I used. They are short and good read for everybody. That's why I included them, and thank you.